Hello and welcome to your Empowered Astrology Forecast with yours truly, Sarah McCallum, the Cosmic Finder, and this is for the week of June the 30th, 2025. All right, so this week we will have Venus shifting into Gemini on the 4th of July. Therefore, the planet that not only governs the ways in which we connect to our sensual expression and the ways in which we really tap into our self-worth, our ability to open up to receiving abundance, will shift into a sign that is so much about collecting information, understanding the observations or perspectives of others, being in communication with others, and in right relationship with one's immediate environment. So we may tap into something financial that has to do with our immediate environment or our friendship circles. We may tap into something that helps us to be more sensual in our expression when it comes to our friends, our neighbors, and even just really allowing that essence of curiosity to flow through everything you do when it comes to your ability to open up to receiving abundance and wealth. On the 4th, Neptune will also move retrograde. So this planet that governs our ability to tap into the spiritual part of our lives, the imagination, the fantasy, the compassion for all of humanity, is going to be moving backward. We are going to be encouraged to reflect on the ways in which we may be disillusioned by life, the ways in which we may tap into escapist tendencies in order to avoid some of the challenge or the difficulty that comes through during our life experience. So allow yourself to sit with your spiritual practices and slow down and be present to the medicine held within Neptune. Mercury will be in a square with Lilith on the 7th. So we will look at this square, this tension for change involving the planet that governs the way in which we bring our thoughts into form, and the asteroid that is so much about really taking a stand for what it is you believe in, being fierce and recognizing that your way may ruffle feathers. It may not be the way that society has conditioned you to believe it should be. And there's something important in tapping into that ferocity. So really open yourself up to those messages and understanding that there could be some difficulties around how you verbalize the ways that you are feeling. But again, leaning into that tension will help you to grow. It will help you to evolve and allow yourself to remain curious, right? It involves Mercury. Mercury governs Gemini. This is definitely a theme for us all this week. Let's see, at the beginning of the week, the moon will shift into Libra on the 1st. So this is a great time for us to collaborate and connect with others. Really understanding the perspectives of others is important, and leaning into what is just and fair. On the 4th, the moon will travel into Scorpio. This is a great time to tap into your healing practices and work with the energy or element of water, whether that be within yourself or, outside of yourself. Traveling near a river, a lake, the ocean, something of that nature. And then the moon will move into Sagittarius on the 6th. So this is a great time to expand the mind and explore your world. So feel free to take a long hike on the weekend, to tap into some higher learning activities, things of that nature. Lastly, I do want to pull a card for you all. And this is out of a beautiful deck called Black Moon Astrology. And I am just really very curious to see what's going to come through here as we tap into this week. So we got the Venus card, of course, because we've got Venus shifting signs. And I will just leave you with a little message around what this card has to say for all of us. The quote at the top is, "Love is my religion and I could die for that." That is by John Keats. So Venus is the planet of charmers. You may want to pour on the charm in a situation. There is a tendency to become more socially engaging. At this time, people will generally be sweeter, more helpful, and amenable. It's a good period to smooth ruffled feathers or make peace with others. Using diplomacy will serve you momentously at this time. Being diplomatic and again leaning with the energy of curiosity rather than certainty. A lot is shifting and changing for us, and it is very wise for us to remain open to the lessons that we are all meant to learn right now. Wish you a beautiful week, and I will be on to chat with you again soon.